Today we are going to take some chicken that has been brining in pickle juice and make buffalo tenders out of it. So the first thing we're gonna do is add some hot pork rinds into a blender or food processor. If you're wondering why it's already dirty, it's because I just got done shooting a recipe video for these coconut shrimp, which I'll be posting that soon. All right, so what we're gonna do, add our hot pork rinds into the food processor. What's up, Dora? Your book arrived yesterday. Hey, I love it, Sheldon. Let me know what you think. I got the pork rinds at Walmart. Where's the lid to this thing? I got the pork rinds at Walmart. I couldn't find the regular buffalo ones. They're good. I may have stuffed it too full. Uh-oh. All right. Oops. There we go. It's not super spicy, Joel. All right, there we go. Like, this is not spicy at all, really. I got my book today, Hard to Put It Down. Hey, thank you, Jana. So people in the UK and other countries are having trouble getting the book. Like I said yesterday, I don't understand why the ebook is not uploading. But if you can't get it and you live in one of those countries, send me a DM and we'll figure something out. All right, so I may need more pork rinds, honestly. It's not at Walmart. That would be great. But it's not. All right, so I think we're gonna need more pork rinds than that because we have a lot of chicken fingers. I ordered your book and love the recipes. Hey, thank you. Nick's Nana, you get it on Friday. Hey. All right, so I think we need more of these pork rind crumbs. These things are, if you ever get a food processor, I love how it's like way smaller than a blender, so it's easier to use and fit into the dishwasher. But getting it to click into place is so freaking annoying. All right. And since these pork rinds are flavored, I don't need to flavor them or add seasonings. But I do think that if you're using plain pork rinds, you should add some seasonings for sure. Allie, I will tell Anna you said hi when she gets here. She's at the car wash because with Sophia. It's Sophia's first car wash, actually. I wonder if she's enjoying it. But I used to love going through the car wash when I was a kid, like the Fruity Pebbles. All right, anyway, so these are, my lights almost fell on me. All right, let's just fix that. There we go. That's like all of the pork rinds we're gonna get. And that should be enough. All right, there we go. So that's what we're breading with. And we're cracking an egg. And we're mixing the egg, once we whisk it, we're mixing the egg with some buffalo sauce. I found out recently they sell pork rind crumbs at Walmart. Oh, nice. Yeah, it's kind of expensive to go that route. I'm telling you, if you just have a blender, it's a lot cheaper. All right, so we added some of the buffalo sauce to the egg. No measurements, just vibes. And if you want them to be like super spicy, just add some cayenne pepper and like chili powder to the breading. This recipe is not in the book. I have the Chick-fil-A nugget recipe in the book, so it's similar. It's where you do brine your chicken in pickle juice, but it doesn't include the buffalo sauce or anything. All right, and this has been brining since yesterday. Let me just, okay. All right, so I need to grab the air fryer before we get started. And this towel is gonna have raw chicken hands, so make sure I remember that this doesn't go anywhere else. And this process is kind of time consuming. You just sit here and go into the batter, into the breading, boom, make for all of the tenders. And then it's like 10 minutes and we're eating. So here we go. There isn't really a like a technique, except using one hand for each is the way to go. And check these out. I don't want to bread them too heavily because I don't want to run out. I actually don't even know if these are all going to fit in the air fryer. Mama Ferris, no measurements, just vibes is always the motto. Except when I was working on the book, it was hard because I had to go through and like write out the measurements for everything. Dang, this is like half a bag of pork rinds, and I think we're only gonna get to coat. I already messed up. I got it on both hands. Maybe the rest I'll do like a grilled chicken vibe and put them on the actual grill. Because I don't think many more are even fitting in the air fryer anyway. I think we can get like one more. Actually, we might be able to make it work. There are 2 left. Let's see if it works. So the last one will probably just be very lightly breaded. And we're just squeezing them into the air fryer. It's like so full, I don't know if we're gonna make this one fit. Anna will probably have some of this, although she doesn't love pork rind crusted chicken lately. She used to like it a lot, and then she just like doesn't like it as much anymore for some reason. All right, so this one isn't that coated because of the last of the coating. I just don't even know if we're gonna fit it in here. All right, so we're done with this. We are done with this. And I'm just rinsing my hand off. I'm gonna take Sophia's bottle bucket out of the sink so that none of that raw chicken junk gets on her stuff. And there we go. All right, air fryer for like 10 minutes, maybe 15. Probably 15. Oh, I accidentally got a piece of this on here. Man, I love this spray. I don't understand how it's killing germs if it's on the surface for like less than a second, but... Alright guys, now we just wait for those to cook. And I'm gonna toss them in some of the sauce once they're done too. And I'm also gonna move to somewhere with a chair. I really need to sit down. I just went straight from making that coconut shrimp to being live, and I feel kind of exhausted a little. All right, we're just gonna let those cook. Why did you switch to a basket air fryer? I think that getting the liners for the basket where the liners like go up to the sides. So that makes for a super easy cleanup. And that is the main thing that made me switch to an oven style air fryer was I just hated the cleanup. So that has been one of the main reasons. And also it just depends on what I'm cooking. Oh, Jazzy, you're right. They might not crisp well being crowded. That's actually a good point. I'm wondering if I should take them out. Maybe I'll take 2 of them out and put them in the other air. I can't do that because if I put them in the other air fryer, I'll blow a fuse. That's happened to me. I was making a video and then I had 2 air fryers going at once and we lost power in the kitchen. Those things use a lot of energy. I love your recipes. Hey, thank you, Tina. All right, so what did I eat today? I started my day, shout out to my friend Mel. She gave me some fudge for my birthday that was really good. I had that with some coffee. This is a habit that I started a few weeks ago that I really... I'm not a fan of doing this because I'm usually not hungry in the mornings. But I had some, I forget, it was like some bars that a company sent me. And I was having them every morning with my coffee just because I had them, not because I was hungry. And then I got addicted to having a sweet treat every morning with my coffee. And now it's like I constantly have something sweet with my coffee and I wanted to stop, but it's just too good. It's like drinking coffee with my protein shake does taste good, but having like a keto cookie or a keto bar with it is just takes it to a whole nother level. So even though I'm not hungry in the mornings, I'm just having that for breakfast. And today I had some fudge that my friend Mel sent me. And then after that, I had eggs. I tried this hack that I found on TikTok that doesn't work. So apparently you take a muffin tin and you put a tablespoon of water in each little cup, and then you crack some eggs in it and you bake it. And when I took it out, the whites were not cooked. And then when I put it back in to try and finish them, which because it said like 11 to 15 minutes, and then when I put them back in and took them out again, the yolks were finished. So it was like, it just didn't work. But, so I had that. And then I've been going crazy on this freaking coconut shrimp I made. Oh, I also had a can of sardines and hot sauce. Do you like the ratio cookies? Yes, I do. That was something I've been having with my coffee as well. And they also have the brownies. I like the chocolate chunk cookie one better. I made the copycat Starbucks pink drink sweetened with monk fruit. It was bussin'. Hey, I love it, Jazzy. That one's really good. How bad is Arnold keto bread? Can I have 4 slices a day and be okay? That bread is fine. I'd eat that. So that bread is actually the same as like Oro wheat, and if you're in a different part of America, it's called brown berry. So it's all the same, and I like the Oro wheat. I don't know if I would have like several sandwiches a day if you are on keto, because the point of keto that helps with weight loss is the food doesn't always taste amazing, you know? So I could have 1 sandwich of that every day, which I have in the past and seen results. But if you're having several, it's not about the bread being bad or stalling you. It's just about if your food tastes really good and you're having like sandwiches, and then for lunch you make a keto quesadilla, and then for dessert you have like 6 keto cookies. That's when you run into issues, because now you're not experiencing a natural caloric deficit, which kind of happens on keto where the food just isn't as amazing, so you go into a deficit easier. Like, I think that that's kind of the way to think about this stuff is it's not that keto sweeteners are bad for you. It's just that they make food easier to overeat. And despite what people are telling you, you can't really eat 7 keto cookies a day and consume an extra 2,000 calories plus whatever you're eating from your real food and then expect to lose weight. Like, it just doesn't work that way. There are times where eating 7 keto cookies helps you avoid the cookie cake on your sister's birthday, and that is a useful way to overcome carb cravings. It's like, man, I'm just gonna channel this into keto desserts. and it helps you feel good about yourself and you don't mess up your path to becoming fat adapted. But if that's your daily routine, that's when it's a problem. I have not had the Flav City protein powder. I use Premier. The tomato stuffed chicken salad is perfect and so darn good. Hey, I'm glad you like it, Jazzy. I don't know the brand of my apron. I got it at, Anna got it at TJ Maxx. I paused my 600-pound life for this. Hey, let's get it, Andrea. Oh, you need to get your brand on your apron. That's actually a good point. Like if it said keto snacks. My husband likes the sardines and hot sauce. Yuck, Judy. I liked them that way. My favorite way is just in olive oil, but it's really good in hot sauce too. I have the same problem in my kitchen. One side the counter has a toaster oven and the other side I use a flat grill and it always blows a fuse. Yeah, Dee Dee. It's like I gotta figure out what's going on, how to make it. Like where do I plug the other one in? Yeah, you're right. The flat air fryer probably would be better for these. The only time it would be better to do the basket is if I were just making 3, you know? And then I could have the air circulating, like if I weren't using the parchment liner. Did you use the dangerous dirty towel to clean the counter with raw chicken juice? I did. But since I sprayed it, I think it's okay, right? I just bought your book. Can't wait. Hey, thank you, Carrie. All right, guys. So these have been in for 10 minutes. We're going to look at them. I think we should transfer them to the flat air fryer. They're not looking that crispy. This is hot. It's not too hot to touch, but it was hot. I scared myself for a second. So guys, if you make this, don't pack them in close together. They need to be more spread out. We're just gonna do like 5 or 6 more minutes with them more spread out. I can never get this to tear in a straight line. There we go. But you can see them. Alright, so we're just gonna put this air fryer on pause. Like I said, you can do this in a basket air fryer. I just wouldn't put the whole batch in at once because you really want more air to circulate between each tender so they crisp up. Because it's like the part that wasn't touching the other tenders is crispy, but the parts that are touching are not. So back into the air fryer. Yeah, exactly. The whole tender has to be crispy. We can't just have like a few crispy bites here and there. I'm gonna grab a seltzer. I don't know if we have the flavor that I really like, but there's a new flavor that I love. It's called Watermelon Bubbly, and we don't have any in the fridge. So I'll just drink a lemon lime one. But the brand Bubbly has a great flavor that it's watermelon. It's so good. It tastes like bubble gum. Yes, you can flip them for sure. The reason I didn't flip them is because they were so close together and the bottom did not look great. So we're just gonna take these as kind of like a half loss, where I don't think the bottom is gonna be that pretty. Jewel, here you go. How did you come up with your name Keto Snacks? So originally, when I was like 20, I had a few different career paths in mind. I was working at a call center. Basically, I don't know if I've ever told this story. So a lot of things happened for Keto Snacks to come into existence. And at first I had in 2017, I got a sales job where I was selling sheets. And I actually did pretty good. We'd basically sit in Sam's Club and harass people. It was like we were allowed to be there. But we would walk up to, or as people would pass us, we'd be like, hey, feel these sheets. And I did pretty good selling the sheets. But then they had me selling, it was after that job was done, we went to another Sam's Club to sell hair products for women. And they kept telling me, as with any sales job, they're like, oh, it doesn't matter if you use the product, you need to just sell it. So I was trying to sell these hair products and I was doing terrible with those. So one day I just got overwhelmed and I just walked out. I was like, I'm done. And at the time I was thinking about doing something on social media, but I just didn't know what. And I had been doing keto for years anyway. So I'm losing my train of thought. Anna and Sophia just got here. Sophia, what's wrong? Yeah. So anyway, so I leave that job, I quit, and then I'm like, all right, I need a new job in the meantime while I figure out what I want to do. I had a degree, but it was just an associate's degree in communication, so I couldn't get the kind of job I really wanted with that. So what I did was I started work. Do you need milk? So I started working at a call center, and save the big one for you, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. So I started working at a call center where it was for partially deaf people. So now there's probably a technology. This was 6 or 7 years. Wait, how long? 27. Yeah, this was 6 years ago. So there's probably a technology that replaced what I was doing. But basically, if Anna was deaf and we were in different cities and we wanted to talk on the phone, or if she was partially deaf, I would talk to the phone and she would be able to hear me, but if she couldn't hear me that well, there would be a person in the middle, which would be the call center person, typing everything I said so Anna can hear me and read what I'm saying. So I had that job. And that job felt like prison because there were no windows. And since we were dealing with people's personal lives, there was total privacy. So I couldn't have my phone at my desk. And there would be periods of 30 minutes where and at the time I didn't read books, or else it would have just been a good use of my time to just read books. But you'd be waiting 30 minutes between calls with no phone, nothing to do. And that was just I was so miserable. So when I would take bathroom breaks, I would go on Instagram and think about what I wanted to do. And I saw people posting their recipes. And I was like, you know what? Even if I didn't make a single dollar from this sounds like something that would be fun to do while I figure out what I want to do. So I ended up not at that call center job for long, trying to start Keto Snacks. It was originally going to be a Christian page. It was called Crazy for Christ or something, and I was going to post Jesus quotes. And it ended up going with Keto Snacks though. And I started posting recipes and stuff, and then before I knew it, I was gaining followers, and then I just became Keto Snacks. But I wasn't getting paid. I just loved it, so I kept doing it for 2 years without getting paid at all. And during that time though, I was driving Grubhub, and I was just building Keto Snacks, doing all of that. And then when I did start getting paid, I moved to Austin, and that's where we are today. So yeah, I got the name Keto Snacks when I was working at the call center, and it was like the Jesus quotes or keto, and I was like, what's a catchy keto name? And then Keto Snacks came to mind. It was like during a bathroom break. I think I kind of remember the day I like typed it into Keto Snacks. All right, and these are done. Now they're crispy. The sides lost some breading because they were too close together in the other air fryer, but I don't even think we need to toss them in buffalo sauce. I think they look buffalo-y enough. But yeah, so that's kind of my story. So I just felt like I would share that. Maybe I should do like a quick reel of how I became Keto Snacks. And then I'm also leaving out a huge part of the story. Throughout all of this time until I moved to Austin, I also wanted to be a rapper. And I believed that was just somehow going to work out. So I kind of like forget about that part of my life. But I believed that would also work out somehow. And then I just gave up on it when I moved to Austin because I realized I just have way more fun making keto recipe videos. All right, guys, we have some buffalo chicken tenders. That was like a plot twist. Guinness, you remember the SoundCloud. Guys, I'm not joking. A lot of the original Turtles will remember that. I made keto rap songs. All right, so let's put some of these on a plate and take a picture of them. So yeah, I have a serious warning for you guys. Don't put them too close together because the sides are not crispy at all. And I'm missing a lot of comments, so thank you, Dee Dee. Yeah, I mean, I was doing keto throughout that whole process. I started keto in 2016, and it's something that I've just always been so interested in. Beyond just doing it myself, like I just loved the science behind keto, why it works, why did it help so much with my mental health. There's like just so much to learn when it comes to nutrition. And then I'm in a new phase now where I still love keto and I'm obsessed with keto, but I'm kind of learning like, oh, it wasn't that keto was this magical thing. It's just that keto helped me get to a good body weight. And when you get rid of excess body fat, it kind of just improves like most areas of your life because it's just physiologically taxing to be carrying around a lot of extra body weight. So it's like, I'm kind of now of the mindset that for someone like me who had like really bad ADHD as a child, keto is definitely good for my brain. But if you're not doing it for like a healing purpose and you're not able to stick to it, there are other ways of eating. Oh my gosh. We're gonna eat one of the other tenders while I quickly charge this. But any way of eating that you can stick to and lose weight on is the best diet for you if you're overweight. All right, let's see how spicy they are on a scale of 1 to 10. They're not that spicy, but the pickle juice brine is a game changer. Oh my god. I had to grab a napkin These are amazing. Do I have a pressure cooker? Do we have a pressure cooker?
Yes.
We do.
Well, we have the Instapot. Okay, maybe.
So good. We do have pets, but we can't feed them the excess food because I don't want Emma to beg because she's a giant dog. And big dogs who get accustomed to eating people food, it's not fun. I had a Doberman when I lived with my parents, and he would eat food off of the counter. So if I made food, I had to walk all the way to the living room, put it on the living room mantle, and then go do whatever else I'm doing so he wouldn't get the food off the counter. And then Harley has a sensitive stomach, so if we give her people food, I end up cleaning diarrhea every morning for 4 days in a row. All right. But sometimes we can give her like normal human food, but not something like buffalo tenders. All right, please be charged enough. There we go. Oh, these look really good. All right, one more picture. It's like just slightly blurry. I'm gonna just do one more angle. I think this is fine. All right, guys. Yummy, yummy. These are bussin' as heck. Oh my God, your cat brings in live rats. So I had a cat named Milo. My parents still have him. And he would bring in like birds and stuff. It was crazy. All right, guys. I love you. I use the KitchenAid food processor. I think Anna ordered it off QVC when we first started talking. All right. I love you. I believe in you. I'll see you tomorrow.